Any strong opinions about unicycles? There was this guy who used to ride a 7-foot tall unicycle around campus when I was in college. Unicycling, valid hobby. It's a little fringe, but okay. 7-foot tall unicycle. That's your entire personality riding on not getting a flat tire. You lose air pressure, you become a different person, a better person. Obviously, everyone loved him at the bike rack, throwing his lasso. Excuse me, stand clear. Just gotta tie up my uni. You don't need to chain a 7-foot unicycle. No one's jealous enough. Yeah, as soon as I steal that unicycle, I'm forming an alliance with the kid who plays the bagpipes. Everyone's going to regret cutting us from marching band. I understand, I'm on stage with a microphone, I'm not above seeking attention. But if I came up here on stilts, whatever amount you currently like me, it's less on stilts. Now put the stilts on rollerblades. The only way that vibe is acceptable is if I'm on my way to fight a giraffe. And even then, some people are rooting for the giraffe. You know what I mean? He feels me. I don't know, just on one wheel and taller than a basketball hoop. You can't tell me every person he rode past didn't at least consider kicking that unicycle out from under him. I mean, it crosses everyone's mind, You kick the pole, his beard oil and kazoo fly out of his pockets. Monocle rolls into a gutter. The worst part was he pretended to not be on a 7-foot tall unicycle, he was just casually riding to class. Don't mind me. We have to mind you. You're a goddamn aberration. We don't understand what this is. Is this an identity crisis or a school shooter looking for a higher vantage point? You're not on a regular bike. Sometimes he was on the sidewalk, sometimes he was in the street. You can't blend in doing hand signals. On the left, we see you. If you get hit by a car on a 7-foot tall unicycle, it won't be because no one saw you. It will be because they wanted you to die. Best case scenario, he was trying to impress a woman, right? We've all done desperate things. But no woman is imagining hooking up with you on top of a 7-foot tall unicycle. If only there were room for 2 people up there. It's lonely at the top, All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know if you guys are going to go with me, but what he would do occasionally, he would allow strippers on the pole of the unicycle. That's why it had to be 7 feet tall. They needed something to slide up and down on. And I know what you're thinking. Stripping, valid hobby. It's a little fringe, but okay. Daylight unicycle stripping. That's your entire personality. Riding on not getting a flat tire. And you've probably been wondering this whole time, how did he even manage to get on top of this unicycle when he was only 5'9"? Well, his harem of women would get down on all fours and form a staircase so he could ascend the throne. Anything for the king, you know. What eventually happened, he did pass. He crashed while performing cunnilingus on one of the strippers. Difficult to do while pedaling. I mean, it's sort of the ultimate pat your head and rub your tummy. That was the day the music died. We've all heard the song, you know. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Called me a loony on my uni, but the uni was fly. And them good old boys eating pussy in the sky, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, you guys handled that very well. That was very fun. Oh, shit. All right, well, that was the worst all right, well, I crashed my unicycle up here, everybody. I'm done.
One more time for Mike Franke, everybody!